welcome to a new episode of Crafting with Cosplay Fabrics. Sorry if it's a little shaky right now. I'm actually holding my camera, but I wanted today to completely rework and redo my studio space. So I thought to take you on this journey because I plan on using Cosplay Fabrics to sort of redecorate some stuff. And maybe this will also give you some ideas on how you can do your crafting space. So as you can see, it's a hot mess right now, and that's usually where I shoot all of, like, typically from here is where I usually set up my camera. But as you can see, I've taken out so many things for different projects, and I was working on some photos. So I had set up that backdrop, which I showed you guys last week. And I have, like, over here, this is the other side of my studio, which I don't think I've ever shown you. This is actually a huge garage that I converted. And half of that space, like, I have that right there set up just so that I can take, like, if ever I need any backdrops or anything like that, I can just set them up right there. But on the other side of that, I have it completely organized. This is actually the messy area right here. But on the other side, I have it completely organized to where I have, like, a perimeter of, like, closets. And I have tubs that are all labeled with all of my costumes. But I took out so many costumes because I've been trying to purge old things. But I thought this was a great opportunity to completely redo the space, and maybe it'll also give you some ideas on maybe what you can do or what you can use. So it's gonna be a busy day, so let's get to it. Okay, so here is the progress so far. I had taken off, like, the stuff that was on the wall, the backdrops and stuff that I had, and I moved the table that I had, like, right in the front here, and I just put it up against the wall. It's actually better because that way it's not right next to the door, because before it was right next to the door, so this is a little bit better. So I'll probably be working from over here from now on. And that's so crooked, but you get the idea. So from now on, I will probably something kind of like that. Yay! So it's a little crazy, but I'm gonna try and finish up, and that way I can also set up all the lights and finish, like, fixing everything that I moved around. As you saw, I completely changed the cover that I used to have. This is one of the new fabrics from the JoAnn collection, and I love it. I wanted that little bit of gold, that way it, like, kind of goes with some of, like, the fantasy stuff that I have. As you can see, I'm a huge fantasy fan, and I wanted to set up some of the decorations that I had, like, around here, so they were a little bit more visible. And I reorganized some of the fabrics. I tried to color coordinate some, got rid of a bunch of them too, and I have a lot more little things to organize, but I'll have my patterns here, I'll have my sewing station back here, and this will be my cutting table and, like, my craft table. I did want to show you something that I don't think I had mentioned before, but it might be an idea for you. A lot of the stuff that I use for my workspace is relatively inexpensive. I'm sorry I'm so dark right now. I still haven't set up my lights, but I wanted to show you that this is what I use for my cutting table and everything, and it's, like, the perfect height. It's actually just a plastic folding table. And what I do, I'll show you. All I do is I grab lifts that are used for, if you can see, for beds, like risers. And that gives me the perfect height for my cutting table. Here, move this closer. Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's crazy, but I felt like maybe I should take you guys on this adventure, and you know, you guys are always watching me, so I figured maybe this might give you an idea of how maybe you can set up your own studio space, and that you don't need to like spend a lot of money or anything. A lot of the stuff that I have is honestly just like thrifted or hand-me-down, so, and that's just a fun little setup. So I'll keep working on it, and I wanted to show you that with just some pretty fabrics and stuff like that, it can actually look really cool. I'll definitely work on a few more projects, and I'll show you how I make them for my new sewing space. I want to make like a I don't know what we call, like a mood board kind of thing. I really want to put it right over here. That way I can put up all my projects, and I thought it would be cool to also use like the new fabrics since they're so cool and so shiny. But that's all, and I hope that this helps you guys with maybe some ideas. And as always, if you have any questions or concerns, please leave them in the comment section below. I hope that you enjoyed this kind of crazy and weird thing, but you're gonna see some changes, so I figured I should show you what it is that I did. Maybe it'll inspire you to I don't know, change your space or do something new, or kind of make something with the stuff that you have. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you next week for another tip, trick, or tutorial featuring Cosplay Fabrics. See ya!